Hey y'all, hey. Good day, good day. Welcome to Morning Sip. Good day, Mommy. It's good to see you. I hope all is well. Good day and welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa, and Sip is spirit and practice. Spirit and practice. And so we are in our Lent series, and we are wrapping it up today. Yes, we are wrapping it up today, Margareta. Yes, we had a good time this week. We had a good time, Vanessa, in our Lent series. So let's just recap. So this whole week was looking at Lent as from a metaphysical lens. We know that Lent is very significant in the Christian religion, and we're looking at it from metaphysical lens. Yes. So we know that Lent represents a period of spiritual reflection, and that we can use the spiritual tools of fasting and feasting for Lent. Yes? So fasting is an invitation to release mindsets, behaviors, limiting thoughts, self-sabotaging beliefs, all that stuff that doesn't move us forward, that blocks us from being in full union as the divine beings that we are, right? And then we looked at feasting. And in the feasting part, we looked at what the nutritional value is. What is the nutritional value of what you are taking in? What are you taking in your mind, in your body, in your soul? Does it have any nutritional value? What are you feasting on, right? Some of us are so full of junk that we can't hardly get ourselves together, right? We just kind of want to go into a stumper, like when you eat when you eat too much and you're so full that you're uncomfortable and all you could do is just lay down. You kind of like do that sideways, lay down, because you're so full of stuff, right? So when we're feasting, we want to feast on that which is nourishing, that which is going to revitalize us, that which is I love my producer. I love my producer. Yes, yes, we need some nourishment. We need some nourishment. So, yes. So, what are you feasting on? What are you feasting on? And then, y'all, we got to be relentless, right? We talked a couple of series ago about not being lukewarm, not showing up lukewarm. So you don't want to show up lukewarm when you're in the Lenten season, right? You don't want to show up lukewarm in your feasting and in your fasting, right? You want to be relentless. And I'm convinced that's why Lent is in that word relentless. Yes? Because it's an opportunity for us to be unyielding in our relationship with our higher power. All right, y'all, because we don't want to be spiritually lopsided. We don't want to be, that's what happens, y'all. That's what happens when you eat too much and you're all full and it ain't the good stuff you're full up with. You do go lopsided a little bit, right? You don't want to be spiritually lopsided, right? You don't want to be spiritually lopsided. You want to be unified. You want to have a feeling of unification. Yes? All right now. And then yesterday we talked about spiritual symmetry, right? And the spiritual symmetry of fasting and feasting. And I love the quote that I shared yesterday by James Miller. He said, "Symmetry is the fingerprint of the Most High." I love that. Symmetry is the fingerprint of the Most High. So we know that there is orderliness, right? And we know that there is righteousness, yes, in the symmetry that we are. We are divinely proportioned just as we are, right? We are in divine right order. Yes. And so that's the position, that's the invitation that we have when we are in our Lent season, when we are fasting and when we are feasting. And we know, did anyone do a t-shirt yesterday, or was it that too soon? Lent is law. Lent is law. Yes, Lent is law. And so we know that if Lent is law, it's a principle. And it is a unifying principle. Yes, it's a unifying principle that is an applicable tool. You know, if you can't use it, then it's not useful, right? If you can't use it, it's not useful. And so the law is usable. Yes, God's power is usable. God's love is usable. Yes? So we want to use these tools, these mystical tools, these practical tools, right? And apply it into our lives. Cultivate it, own it. Yes? All right. Because they support us in our experience of the divine. They help us to express our union with the divine, right? Because it's not just all about the experience, it's also about the expression, right? There is a symmetry in experience and expression. So, what are you expressing from your experience of your divine union with the divine, with spirit, with God, with the Holy Ghost, with the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it? How are you expressing that in your life on a day-to-day basis? Not just when it's Easter, and not just when it's Christmas, not just when it's Groundhog's Day. It don't matter, right? Every single day, how are you being an expression of your experience of that divine union that you are cultivating with the Most High? All right, y'all. All right. So I want to share something. And I say this pretty often that many times when I'm doing these series, my spiritual practice is right in alignment with it, right? Because God gives me what I need. God gives me what I need. So I want to share today's daily inspiration from the 365 Days of Richer Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker. So this is my 2021 daily guide inspiration that I use in my spiritual practice for my inspirational reading. And so today, if you have the book, if you didn't read today, you want to read today. It's the heading is I express the glory of God. That expression I was just talking about, right? So I'm going to read parts of it. Life is a mirror to each one of us. And as we see the glory of God in this mirror, so shall this mirror reflect back to us that same glory. For Jesus says that if God be glorified in him, God shall also be glorified in God shall also be glorified him in himself. So shall the image and its reflections become one, even as the Father and the Son are one, in glory, in honor, and in majesty and might. No more exalted concept of divine union could possibly be given than this. Union and glory, union and honor, union and majesty, and union and might. So today, then, I glorify myself in God, and I glorify God in me. I do give thanks for this intimate and complete union of my soul with its creator and its source. Realizing the one life without and within, consciously uniting with it, I proclaim its presence in everything. Knowing that there is no great and no small, I proclaim its presence in the smallest as well as the greatest. All, all my affairs shall reflect the glory and the power and the majesty and the might of the infinite spirit. Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want to feast on, right? That's what we want to feast on. And anything that is an obstacle, anything that is blocking that divine union is what we need to release and let go, right? That is the release in the fasting. Yes? Yes. Take it deeper, right? The invitation is to take it deeper. It's good to, give up sugar, right? It's good. It's good. And what else? And what else are you going to give up that might be blocking, that might be slowing down that union, that divine union that we're cultivating? Yes? I love when he said, All my affairs, not some, y'all, all my affairs reflect the glory and the power and the majesty and the might of the infinite spirit. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So, what is it that you are expressing? What is it that you are reflecting? What is it that you are reflecting, right? And we're going to go right back to how we started off 2021, right? Are you expressing your quality of God? Is your quality of God being reflected back to you? If it's not being reflected back to you, guess what? You ain't expressing it. You're not being it. Yes? And so that gives us a clue, a hint, an indication of what it is that we need to fast upon. Yes? And what it is that we need to feast on. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So are you unified with your quality of God? Let's break it down so that it's personal to you. All of us declared what our quality of God is for 2021, that we are cultivating, that we are wanting to experience, that we are wanting to be as the consciousness of whatever that quality is. So if it's a quality of love, of joy, of abundance, of allowing, of compassion, of well-being, of wholeness, of greatness, whatever that quality is, are you unified with it? Are you having an intimate experience of that quality? Every single day, in everything, in all things. Yes, in all things, because we know that everything is one thing. Everything is one thing. So are you unified in it? And if you're not, then let's release. Let's release whatever is blocking that unification, right? If your prayer time is being eaten up by binge watching the latest thing, then you know that's what you need to release, right? A deeper level, let's go in, let's go all the way in. Yes? So let's release that which is blocking our union with the oneness, with the love, with that quality that we already are. And now we want to experience and express it. Yes? Because that's what the world needs. The world needs the expression of you. The world needs your unique expression of God. Yes, that's what the world needs. So let's give it. Let's give it. Let's give it. Let's receive it. Yes, because we are in the spiritual symmetry of the unification of God within us, right? And it is excellent. It is majestic. It is mighty. It is glorious. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So that's where we are. That's how we're going to wrap up the Lent season. Y'all got your marching orders. Y'all got your marching orders. Your marching orders are reflecting, expressing the truth that you are, that quality of God that you are. And if you need to fast so that you can release whatever is blocking you, then release it. Release it, right? Take it into your spiritual time and pray it away. Pray it away. Know that the good that you are is expressing as good. Yes. And then feast. Have a celebration. Yes. Have a celebration of the glory that you are, of the majesty that you are, of the expression that you are, and mm, how you are showing up as the unification of God itself. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So that is Lent. Yes, that is Lent. Be relentless in your relationship with the divine and know that God don't make no junk and you are majestic. You are majestic. All right, y'all. All right. So I'm Rev Melissa, y'all. I am a ordained interfaith minister. I am a licensed religious science practitioner, and I am a purpose coach. And I am in my ministry of joy. I work with joy. I express joy, and y'all know I experience joy every time I'm with y'all here on Morning Sip. I do. So if you want to experience that quality of God, if you're ready to take your relationship with the divine even deeper, if you need support in what it is that you need to fast, what you need to release, what you are seeking to feast on in your life, then DM me and we can set up some time to talk. Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we can. So we're living life in joy, connected to our yes. All right, it's time for some joy news. And I am so excited because did y'all see my shirt? What's on my shirt? Moon. The moon is on my shirt, y'all. And it says, wow. It says, stay wild, moon child. Stay wild, moon child. I'm going to do right there. I'm going to do that. I'm going to stay wild because I'm a moon child. And we're going to meditate with the moon. 4 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, March 13th. Meditating with the new moon. I'm so excited. So registration is open. Many of you have registered already. It's on my I Am Red Melissa page, pinned at the top. So please register today. You don't want to get locked out of the Zoom room, y'all. You don't want that to happen. And that's the only place you can participate with Meditating with the Moon is on Zoom. All right. Do you know what happens on Sunday? I know, yes. It is a 2 for Sunday, and it's daylight saving time starts. Daylight saving time starts. So y'all be vigilant now. Let's be vigilant because on Sunday we got a 2 for Sunday. So at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, Living Life in Joy will be right here on the New Thought Media Network, on I Am Red Melissa, and on YouTube. And my guest is Jay White. She is the founder and creator of Project Love Strong. And we're going to be talking about what brings her joy in her life. So don't miss it by sleeping late. All right. Then at 11:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time, I will be the guest speaker. I will be speaking at my spiritual home. I'm not the guest speaker, y'all. It's my spiritual home. So I am speaking Sunday, 11:30 a.m. And my topic is release and let go. I couldn't have set that up better if it was my idea. It's not. This was said a long time ago. So please join me Sunday, 10:30 and 11:30. Okay. Tomorrow, I will be dropping a new podcast, a new episode in the podcast, Spiritual Partnership. This is a wonderful series. Those of you who don't know, my podcast is a sip of the sips. Yes, it's a sip of the sips. So it is an opportunity for you to experience SIP again or experience it for the first time if you weren't plugged in right here when I started Morning Sip. So Spiritual Partnership is starting on tomorrow, and you can check out the podcast on Spotify and on Apple and other podcast platforms. All right, it's Friday, y'all, and we got a lot of stuff going on in March. And you heard on Living Life in Joy when I started March off, and who kicked it off? Sekou Rice kicked it off because he's got stuff going on with the Hero Hoodies movement in March. And so instead of me giving the update, I'm going to invite Sekou in to give the update himself so y'all can hear it right from the creator. All right, Sekou. There we go. Hero Hoodie update. Yes, let's bring it.
What's up? Coming out from behind the scenes with the Hero Hoodie. And I like those bracelets. Your bracelets match my Hero Hoodie. Look at that. For those of you that don't know, I made those bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, y'all.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on, as Reverend Mel said, going to 3 cities this month. Still not sure how it's going to happen, so prayers up. But I'm going to put it up on the screen. We've got these 3 cities we're going to: Louisville, Kentucky, Memphis, Tennessee, and Wallace, Mississippi. Those are the 3 team captains holding it down. Our mission, our March mission, is to deliver children's-size Hero Hoodies and cosmetics and gifts to women in women's shelters. So very excited about that. Very excited about that energy. And I announced this on the show on Sunday, and I just want to show the photos of it. Brand new, hot off the press. Boom. Hero hoodie cream. Look at that. Blue to match the Hero logo. And that's Wasita. She is the person that contributed it, created it, and contributed it. And so that just reminds me to say that there are all kinds of ways to get involved. Like, she has created this cream to donate to the women in the women's shelters. And if you have ideas about another new way to get involved, feel free. Like, it's, we could just figure out how to make it work. So I'm really excited about it. I haven't gotten them yet, but the pictures look great. I can't wait to be able to donate those to the women in need in these 3 cities. And I'm looking forward to it. So that's the Hero Hoodie update, live and direct on Rev Mel Show. So thanks for having me.
Thank you, Sekou. That is fabulous. And the Congregation of Joy, we done shown out again, right? Because we committed to 10 children's-size hoodies, and we're at 15. So it's not too late. If you want to join in and contribute a Hero Hoodie, you can do so by going to giveherohoodies.com and give one, get one. Yes, you get one, and Sekou gives one. And just imagine, if you could close your eyes and just imagine a mother that's living in a shelter with her child to be able to give her child a brand new, never worn Hero hoodie. Hero on it, right? It gives me chills every time I think about it. So, as Sekou said, there's a lot of ways that you can participate. If you are in those cities, hey, reach out to Sekou. I know he's going to need some hands on those days. So reach out if you want to volunteer. I just want to give a shout out to Lenora, who's one of the team captains, because Lenora is holding it down. She's holding it down, doing the do. Yes, she is. She is doing the do. So Lenora, I know Mississippi, and I know that Memphis is going to be lit up, and I know that Louisville is going to be lit up too, with all the love and all of the gifts that is being brought to these women. And yesterday, Sekou, I packed up the box because I have all of these toiletry size shampoos and soaps. And so I packed it all up, and I'm going to the post office today to ship it out to you. So we all have something to give. We all have something to give. Just look in your heart and see what's present for you. All right? All right, y'all. So everyone have a wonderful weekend. I won't see you until Sunday, but you'll hear me tomorrow on the podcast. So be on the lookout for the podcast, and have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Take good care of yourself. Love on yourself. And just know that you're divine. Just know that you're divine. All right, y'all. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.